I think it's about
that's usually better anyways. It's cheaper.
$200 and something a year.
Yeah.
So here we are. We could be
live.
live. We could be live in the Ninja group, I think. Let me
I
just
believe
do
we
that.
probably are. I can go and look.
Oh, I'm having a look too.
Yeah, we are.
We are good. And we are baby boomers. And look, we're not particularly needing baby boomers to come here, but like it's pretty handy.
Everybody is welcome.
Yeah, we've got that there. All right, so let's. Anybody who would like to join us, I'm Brian Knight. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and
I'm Anna Heritage. I'm from Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, two sort of different parts of the world, and we're sort of together at a common time that suits to be able to do some trading. And we've been looking at the BYOB cash out, it's called, or BYOB for short, Be Your Own Bank. And did you see that some of the posts by
Des?
Yeah.
She is killing it with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, which is great, and the confidence in her there now is, I am just so pleased for her. Anyway, let's just share and see what.
I won't disclose her age, but she's definitely in the baby boomer category.
Oh yeah, we have a baby boomer. It's like what baby boomers can do. Yeah, like
you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah. Now, where am I? So, yeah, I'm on BYB. So, how come it's showing this up? Oh, my God.
Why have you got,
That doesn't make sense. Hang on.
No.
Let me see.
That wasn't there a moment ago.
Now it's here.
There we go.
It was a different tab. I'll just get rid of that tab. We don't need that one at the moment. Let's go back here.
There we go.
Hi, Joe. Good to see you.
Hi, Joe.
So, we've just been having a little bit of a squizzy. Hey, Jeanette, good to see you.
Hey, Jeanette, how you feeling?
I'm all right. How are you? I'm losing my voice.
Yeah,
you sound a bit croaky.
It's either croaky or a little sexy, one or the other.
One or the other.
Yeah, well, with baby boomers, you got to be careful. So now we were having a look at a couple of these. Good to see you along. If you've got any comments, there's some of my alerts coming up because we're 10. I apologise at the outset, Jeanette and Joe and anybody else that's watching this. We needed to bring it forward an hour because I have an important meeting after we do this, and so we've moved it forward a bit. And to say, not to put any point that this is not important, it is. That's why we wanted to have this and me be able to attend this other meeting. So let's have a look. And I think there's a couple of possibilities happening here. Anne and I were having a squiz. So go through it, Anne, on this one if you want. This is one that Euro GBP. This was called. Come back up. This was called. Like
almost
nearly
3 hours ago.
Yeah, it's on the hourly chart though, so 3 hours is not that long, and it's for a sell. So, we have Euro GBP here on a 60-minute, 1 hour with the Heikin-Ashi candles. Now it's already done this nice little drop here, and if you were to, maybe from there down here somewhere, that's a good 61 pips or more. And you go, now hang on a minute, this called a sell a couple of hours ago, which is only back at this candle, this, the doji with the wick top, bottom, and the pancake in the middle. I call them a pancake, but anyway. And so this is saying that there's less momentum for that sell in the market, and you can see from here it started to get these bigger wicks on the bottom. This one indicated it was going to slow down a little bit, which it did. It's gone into a couple of buys, and you can see it flipping over there and it's snaking along. Yeah,
Yep.
Now the stars are still
Just
above.
looking at this,
Yeah.
just looking at this alone, you would say to yourself, okay, well, there's no trade available there.
Yeah.
However,
Uh-oh.
if we go down a time frame or go down to the 15-minute, for example.
Let's go to the 15 and have a look. My gosh. It's now stochastic is up here and it's getting ready, like it's done this little up movement in this one. It's actually getting ready for another sell. Same currency pair, different time frame. We go back to the hour. It looks like it's going to come into a buy. And yes, it is doing buy. But from a 15-minute perspective, it's, well, depending how long this snakes along,
Yeah.
which again, if we go back to the hourly, this could also snake along a bit further before it actually does lift up properly, or not properly, sorry, before it was to lift or have momentum for lift. It looks like it could go down further because of what we're seeing on the 15-minute.
Yeah. So there is every possibility this is a good call.
Yeah.
Not yet, but one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, this is really, well, it depends. When this starts to move and go back down, because that's flipped and flipped, we'll see when that, you know, if that
It's
changes.
got to flip again and turn.
Yeah, correct. When it does in here, we can go back to the, you'll see on the hourly, that'll do a raise and then go back down again.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of processes that we're looking at for this one. So that was way back here 3 hours ago. And as Anne mentioned before to me, it was, we've unticked the M5. So we're not dealing with any 5-minute charts. It's either 15, 1 hour, 4 hour or daily. And on this, we get a lot of 15s and a lot of 1 hourlies. Now, if we go to, because we can come back, I won't make another chart. We go to, it's going to do this. No? Oh, what did I do? I did that. All right, we'll do this then. We'll do the right thing. I hit the wrong. And so here we go with USD CAD. Now this is called for a buy, and this was called nearly 3 hours ago. So it's back here, right? So this buy is starting to happen.
Yep.
But we haven't got a flip yet. We've got a flat under the candle.
Yep.
So this one is not, I mean, you can see the turn on this occurring. Yeah, the blues over red, yeah. Now where was that, Anne? That was down at 24. So
that's good.
It wasn't quite down at 20.
No, but it's close enough.
But you can see that movement. Now, what has been in there? That candle, there's 6 pips in that. So and you can see the movement that occurred there.
Yep.
Let's see what we might get out of this. We'll follow this one. And what we might do is, I'll keep this one alive here. I'll just put this vortex on. All right. Wow. Okay. So US dollar has gone down and Canadian has started to lift. You can see it there, the crossover there.
Yeah.
That's why we ended up with that doji there, and there's been a few there. So this is now set up for more of a buy. Now, if it just depends. So the rules are very simple, BYOB. Very simple, isn't it?
3 rules.
Yeah. So first is we're going to look at that stochastic and see whether it's down the bottom or up the top, and whether red's over the blue or blue's over the red from, you know. So I remember it very simply and easily. If the red is on top of the blue, red is then dominant, means it'll go into a sell because the sell candles are red. Yeah. Yep. And if the blue is above the red, then blue is green,
Buy.
blue, is more of a buy. So it's more of an uptrend, and you'll see that in the uptrends, the blue is above, and in the downtrends, the red is above. Just very simple to remember. I need to say, I found that difficult when I, first started trading. It's like, which color is supposed to be above, which one below? What is? I think I got my act together, and I'm much better at recognizing it now. So, anyway, we're now in this 15-minute candle. We're now halfway, or just over halfway through it. It pushed up. It's now come back to nearly half. Let's see what this candle does. I'm going to keep this chart up because, and this is a very important, I think it's a very important point, Anne, and you've made this several times. See, this call was nearly 3 hours ago, right? And it's for a buy. 3 hours ago was back about here. Yeah.
Yep.
And it started to do this. Now it's going into you can see now it's
just
getting in
now.
there. Yeah, starting to go to the buy. So when it's called it was back here somewhere. So what's that? 3, 4, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it got called about here, there for a buy. And we've gone into this sell sort of little trend. Now it's looking more like it's going to go into that buy.
Exactly.
So I suppose the point that I haven't made yet is that the web analyzer can put out a trade idea, yet there is a lot of the time there is a period before you get to the point in time where it's actually going to be an advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is almost always a delay from the time that the call is made until the time that the trade is actually ready. Because again, we have to remember that the web analyzer is looking with a certain set of algorithms, so it's predicting kind of into the future. So it's not intended to be at this very second.
Yeah. And that's the thing, as you go up in time frame, it even becomes more and more time between that actual move, the possibility of that move in that trade idea as such.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this one for a buy. We just need to see. We're
just going to wait for the next candle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe was just saying that he always seems to be too late and misses the move and any tips. So Joe, what we were just saying is that you have to understand that the web analyzer is looking into the future to a certain degree. So that although you're seeing a call coming up right now, you're better to go back a few calls, a couple of hours in the past probably, in order to have it had enough time to percolate and actually be in a position where that trade is actually going to materialize. And
also too, there's a little tip. See this up here, just there's a little pause button. And you can see every so while, see, that just refreshed up there doing all that sort of thing. It's annoying because we can go down there and all of a sudden it refreshes and bing, you get thrown to the top. If you just press that little thing, it stops it so that you could actually go back and see the trades back like 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago, those sorts of things. And then if you need to, then you just click that and it'll just update it if there's any new ones that have come in.
Yeah. In all likelihood, 2 or 3 hours is probably about right. 2 or 3 hours in the past, from when the call was made, is probably about right to start looking at a particular call to analyze it and see if it meets the criteria.
That's for 15 minutes and maybe hourlies around that sort of time.
And those really are the 2 time frames that we want to focus on with BYOB. Tasha focuses especially for new people on the 15-minute alone. But as you get more practice and you learn more about it and you get more familiar with how it actually works, well, then you can start using, the 1 hour time frame or more as you gain experience.
I'll go back and we'll load up this Euro GBP because I'm just opening another So I'm looking at the ones that are pretty good possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's interesting. This, yeah. So
Still kind of sitting there, but.
yeah, but if we go down again, if we go down to the 15-minute,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll just put vortex on that. It's just when I open up a new chart, I've got to load this back on again. So here, see, you've got euro going up and British pound down. But if we go to that 15-minute, you see the crossovers occurred there, and that's up the top.
Yep.
So it depends on just this stay here just a little bit longer before it drops. This then will may cross back over. See how it's crossed there really close. So it could just do this and then come back over, cross over again and drop. So let's just keep an eye on that one. What else have we got? We that AUD USD. Just let me open up another one. Because that's what you can do with this, with Web Analyzer. Because if you jump from one to the other, you lose whatever you've put in it.
Yeah, you've
So
got to
if you
keep
just
starting over again and over again.
so if you open a new tab, you can actually, this is for a sell on AUD USD. And this is a prime, this is 2 hours ago too, Anne. And this is a prime example.
Look what happened though, Brian, from the last time we looked with the SARS there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Now it's flipped. Now wow, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hang on, we'll just do this. So that's happened within half an hour. Well, there's half an hour on it. So that's ready down. See how that's going down now?
Yeah.
Wow, that's flipped. So we've got 22 seconds, 20 seconds. Let's wait and see.
Yep, we'll just wait for the next one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is still.
Is going to point up or down.
Yeah, and let's have just a measure. Whoop, there we go.
Here it is. Good to go.
Yeah. Rightio. Yeah, absolutely.
Vortex pointing up.
Absolutely.
Good to go, guys.
Yeah. Well, as that points up and that points up, we're still going to get it. So, yeah, at least 5 pips in this. At least 5 at this point.
Yeah. Go for 5.
I'll have to get on my phone because I'm on the laptop. I was like, wow, quick. It'll sit and then start to. This is on the 15. We can even go and have a look and see what's happening on the 5. See, it's just doing this little back up here. Let's see what happens. Overall time frame looks like it's going. So now, what do we do? That's AUD USD. We'll keep watching that. I'll just go back. We don't have a movement yet. Oh, look at that. Look at that on the Euro GBP. See the red went over. Now the blue's gone over again for a little buy bit. So that's snaking along there on the 15.
Yeah.
That was a 15 call? No.
It was called on the 1
hour. That's a 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah, the original call was on the 1.
Yeah, yeah. So again, you can see how it's still going to do that little buy bit at the moment.
Yeah.
It's going to be ready.
Still thinking about it.
Yeah.
And UCAD.
And UCAD, let's go back to that.
Because we were waiting for UCAD to see what happened with the next candle there too.
We do. Yeah.
UCAD buy. Nope, don't have the SAR flip though.
No, correct. We've just got to wait for a SAR flip on that.
We only have 2 of 3. AUD is in blue.
Whoop, I'll come back. Yep. That's good.
I was late getting in, so you guys probably have more blue than I do.
More blue than I do. That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
exactly. I rhyme. What do you know?
Could be a song in there. More blue than I do.
Yep.
But then again, we can't be blue anyway because, well, you can blue in the trading, but people say blue is being a bit depressed. I'll tell you what.
No, blue is a good color. Oh, Brian, you froze there.
Sorry?
I thought you froze for a second there.
Oh, right. Okay. No. Get out of the freezer. Okay, that one.
Yeah, don't be in the freezer.
So yeah, Euro British pound. That's sort of just sitting there. That's on the 15. Just because there's a bit of this sideways consolidation. It needs this will, because you can see it went from there like this here where it dropped. See where it dropped? It dropped only to there, and then there's the rest of the drop was this snaking. So you can see this snaking is gonna, but there's no volume in that snake, so it's not going to be. I don't think we're going to have big buy candles at all. We just because there's no pips in it. We need to wait to see when we get that change. And this is what's happening now. Okay, yeah. So Euro's still up, but if you look at the GBP though, is not going down. It's sort of up slightly sideways or a little bit up.
Yeah.
And I've been reading this for quite a while. This will mean that there won't be much volume because relatively they're not going further apart. They're not necessarily coming together, but they're not going apart any further to a certain extent. Yeah. So that means you're not going to get, any real pips there until this turns. When this turns and this starts going down, we're in. Whoop. So back here, yep, still pushed down a bit further. That's good.
Let us know, you guys, when you get 5.
See, let us know when you, yeah, 5. So see the red, there's quite a bit of distance between blue and red there, which is good. It's like here. See here where they separated really nicely? This is what's sort of happening there as well.
And the other sign is the distance between the top of the candle and the SAR.
Yeah, which is, there's a fair bit of distance there too.
Yep.
So
that's a good, we want to see that.
This is yee-haw, rising down. Hang on tight. Anyway, it's not that.
Let's not oversell it now.
It's pushed down and come back up a little bit, and that's okay. We're not quite halfway. Still blue. Yeah, no, I understand. We're not quite halfway through the candle. So, Anne, I want to just say at this point,
yes,
you have identified all of the components. Like, forget about vortex at the bottom because that's not part of the original, of BYOB. So we've got Heikin-Ashi candles. First thing first, we saw a turn. Now that wasn't that high. Where were we? Around about 70. I was going to say, just check that.
Well, it's kind of within what I consider probably an acceptable range. I mean, ideally we want to see that stochastic at the 80 mark or higher for a sell, or at the 20 mark or lower for a buy. Within probably 10.
Yeah, okay.
That's my personal feeling about that. Is like within 10, you're probably still okay, so long as the other indicators are showing the right thing.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, we have a flat top and we have a flip on the SAR. That's just like beautiful. The only thing is in this trade, if this was slightly higher initially, but it's not, and better. We'll see what the outcome is like.
Yeah.
So we're not quite halfway through yet. Nearly halfway through the candle. Tend to get a little bit of a flutter around that point. Because people are either getting in, getting out, they've seen the candle and they've woken up and gone, oh, hang on a minute, there's a sell. So you might be at break even now still, depends on when you got in. This is the AUD USD. Yeah, so you can see this was called 2 hours and 22 minutes ago. Yeah. Now,
So there's your perfect example of the time that it can take.
yeah, and this was like 3 candles had to go before you got one with the flip. And that call, hang on, where are we now? We're 15, so 3 hours would be back sort of there.
Well, 3
there
hours
somewhere.
is 12 candles, yeah.
Yeah. Is it? It is.
It is.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So back here. And it went into that buy, then it went into a sell. So following it. So Anne was pretty helpful there, Joe. Just so you sort of got to look. And it's interesting, it's 2.5 hours, or nearly 2.5 hours since the last call.
Yeah, slow night.
So 6 minutes ago. So we're now past the halfway mark of this 15-minute candle. And if we look down at 5, you'll see a little bit of, see that little bit of up movement that occurred there? Mm-hmm. And now it's still going down though. Yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of stalled actually right now. Yeah.
That's okay.
Otherwise, yes, it's still going in the right direction.
Yeah, but we see crossovers happening here. Go back to 15. Yeah, all right. So while that's sitting stalled, let's go have a look at the other ones because that's still sitting there, Euro British Pound. And you got UCAD. Oh, we haven't flipped. Come on.
Still waiting on that. Yeah.
Yes, see, this is already pulled up. We just need this.
I'm sure it'll be the next candle.
You reckon? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
That'll be good.
We'll see.
Be good. Yeah. So we go back here. 15. See, called on the hourly. Come on. And this is where trading takes on that whole new level of patience. A whole new level of patience. It's like, hang on a minute, I've allocated this hour for stuff to happen. If it doesn't happen, like, wow, that's... The point is, the market will do what it does within its time frames. And
yeah, exactly. We don't have any control over it. All we can do is observe it and react to it.
Yeah, and I mentioned this, and I've mentioned this in quite a few of the Zooms, all that I've been. You know, it's about us being there, or being on the charts, or in the trading environment at a certain point in time. I mean, if you miss that time, it's gone. Yep. So that's the thing is, from Joe's perspective, it's like, well, I'm too late. Well, sometimes you're also too early. It's about that in the now time to be able to get in that trade. And if you hadn't have seen that there, Ant, like that flip there, we wouldn't have been able to get. Like, can you imagine? Imagine you get in, you know, I don't know, whatever. We'll have a look. What do we got? 3 minutes now.
But here's the thing: even if you feel like you've missed an opportunity for a trade, just wait.
Yeah.
Because if it's going in one direction, sure, shoot, eventually it's going to go back the other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you just got to hang tight.
Yeah. Either sit there and watch it, or you got to go away and come back. And
then come back later. Yeah.
And try and work out that point in time where you feel it's going to change.
Yep, absolutely.
I want to see what happens on the next candle. That's all, because we've got that.
We've got to watch UCAD for the next candle too.
Yeah, well, they'll all happen at the same time because I've put them all at 15 minutes. It's only that Euro GBP that's on an hour, but we're watching the 15 to see the change.
Yep.
All right, 3 minutes. Tick, tick. You got elevator music there, or no? Sorry.
I don't. I need my Jeopardy music.
Oh, gosh. That shows the baby boomer in you.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. There we go. We're back in blue again.
What is? Oh yeah, back in blue. Yeah, push down that little bit. Yeah. It's 2. Yeah, we're 2 minutes 15 to go. Just depends on see. When we look at the next candle, we're still going to get another little push.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, it's stalled. So if you go down time frame to 5 minutes, you would have seen a couple of little buy candles and that before, it sort of moved down.
Yeah.
Antique white.
What?
Antique white.
Antique white.
Yeah, that's a color of paint while you're watching it dry.
You've chosen that one, have you?
Yeah. Antique white. That's sort of like it's sort of a creamy, yeah.
I used to have a friend whose brother, one of his famous sayings was "Hurry up and wait."
I like that.
Yeah,
use
hurry
that.
up and wait. Yep.
Yeah. I got a daughter that says, "Can you calm your farm?"
Oh, golly.
Can you what?
Sorry, Jeanette?
I said, what did you say? Can you have a daughter that
What did she say?
Calm your farm.
Calm your farm.
Yeah, calm your farm. Yeah, in a Canadian accent, it's different.
Yes, as opposed to the Aussie accent.
It made perfect sense to me. Anyway, here we go.
Well, I knew what you said, but oh, golly. Funny when you think about it, really, isn't it? That we all sound so different.
Yeah, and culturally, you hear it around people. We actually we're like birds that copy that, because that's where accents are. We copy our the people who are our role models.
Mm-hmm.
15. Here we go.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Yay. What's UCAD doing?
Oh, sorry. Oh, look
You're
at
slip of the switch, Brian. Come on.
How did that happen? What's going on? Whoops, hang on, go to UCAD. Yep.
No.
No, what is it
doing?
doing?
Look at this. That double. Look at that.
Yeah, it's still just doing. Yeah, it doesn't want to.
It's really teasing.
Yeah, it's okay. It's allowed to. Now, this is a prime example of snaking. See how it's snaking along there? And it's just, it's not gone up very much, but it has gone up. And each one of those candles is like a small toothpick.
We've got major consolidation going on.
Yeah, there's nothing in there at the moment. The only thing is when we see this turn, see that the blue on top? And that now is up at 91.
Yeah.
Now it can go further and it can stay up there for a while. You can see it over here.
Yeah.
And it's stayed up, but it's like that's going to hit a brick wall and come back down. Absolutely. And also too, one of the things is to remember this euro, British pound, they're both still living in the same house. They're just living at both ends and they don't want to see each other. So, there's a fair bit of like, I don't want to speak to you type stuff going on. And then there's
a lot of push and shove.
Yeah, and there's a bit of reaction there and there. So, if you look there up and then you got the downs and then it's going, I'm not talking to you.
No, that's right. You guys remember, if you're in blue and you are comfortable with what you've got, you never, ever hesitate to take the money and run.
Well, a little push down.
Yep.
It's not going to be, you're not 5 pips yet, I don't think. Where'd you get in?
I'm not. I don't know if you guys are or not. You got in probably earlier than I did.
No, I'm not.
No, that's all right.
I've got like, three. We're working on 3 now, so it's good.
Yeah, I was going to say you'd be about there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's pushing down a bit further.
Yeah, it is.
That's good. Oh, you can see where the wick came on this candle here.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get that or the next candle pushed down, and look, the SARs are still a fair distance apart. We've still got a bit of movement here on the stochastics. These are still going up at the same angle, so you're still going to get this down. Oi! Oh,
There we go.
did you see the push down and back up again?
I did. I just watched my counter go back and forth here a little bit. Yeah.
It didn't get the 5 yet, did it?
No, but I'm almost there now. 5. I've got 5, so you guys must have 5. It's about to close out.
Yeah.
It's going beyond. 6. Closed. I'm out. Done. Yay! Jeanette, you?
Yeah.
You
Good.
out?
Out.
Good
Yeah,
girl.
lovely.
Joe? Got
I'm sorry.
5. Excellent, Joe. Excellent, you guys. Yay!
There's and there's more in it. Look at it go.
Oh, I know. Look at it now. Yeah.
And
That
this
full
is
drop
where
that we knew was coming, but you know what? We got our 5. That's fine.
yeah.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, like, for the sake of Jeanette and Joe and whoever else is listening, that we got what we were looking for. We got it. We secured our bag and we went. And that's exactly what you want to do. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Correct.
Doesn't get you anything.
Yeah. And so this is where these Heiken-Ashi candles, see how it's still flat in the top, but it's doing this wick on the bottom? It's sort of like if you're used to normal candles, it's a bit deceptive. It never pushed that far, but it's like it's showing an average over. So this has got some more legs in it. Okay, sorry, we'll go back to UCAD. UCAD. Oh no, come on, look at it. See those little wicks at the top?
Being a big tease.
I know. It wants to, well, it needs to just push this a little bit further.
Yeah.
See, the point is, this is still a buy. See, it's called as a buy. And yes,
and
we
it
have the
still
buy.
is.
We just don't have the angle. Like if you, let me just measure. Sorry, I'll just, it's like,
We're still waiting for that SAR flip, and we know it's coming because look, it keeps getting closer to the candles.
You know, there's 4 pips in that if you had got back in here with that flat bottom, but after that candle. But the point is, it doesn't qualify because it hasn't flipped the SARs. The problem with this is it may run out of stochastic. It may not. The stochastic might come up and then drag along the top, which means it'll keep going up.
Along the top. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we don't know, right?
No, we don't.
I've sent my crystal ball out for cleaning this morning, and so.
And darn, mine's at the repair shop too, Brian. That was a very good time.
Can't give it a bit of a polish. But look, even though we can't do that, what we can do though is have been here for a period of time to understand what the market does. The more you watch it, the more you see what the market does, the more you can go, this is maybe what might happen. So.
And that's where, like, doing these live tradings where we have this discussion and we talk about it, we look at it together and we discuss it. That's where that comes in handy, because that, I don't know, for me anyways, I find it helpful. I find it useful to be able to discuss with others.
Absolutely.
To acknowledge what I'm seeing, and it's the same as what other people are seeing as well.
Yeah, look at it. See, look at the Canadian tried to come up, and look at the point down now. So US is becoming
our
much
money's
stronger.
never had very much strength, so.
No. Well, I wouldn't underestimate it. It doesn't matter what we can call it, currency A, currency B. It really doesn't matter.
I know.
The thing is, I point this out often. People get really emotional about a certain currency. I don't care what this is. What I've got to at this point. It's like I don't care. I just call them A, B, even though we've got US Canadian. It's a bit like people following a football team or a soccer or lacrosse or whatever, or any team. They get really, really competitive, and then they they become, we call it one-eyed, which means is they only see their team and nothing else.
Right.
And the point is, your team can also go down and not perform. So we're not in trading. I don't feel that a loyalty to a currency is the way to go. I've tried that; it doesn't work.
It's really just a tool.
Correct.
It's really just like
A,
one of the
B,
tools in the
whatever.
basket of the whole Forex situation. It's just,
Let's go back and look at that. Look at how much further that's pushing down.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm watching
There's-
it go down more and more.
You know, this could have been a 10 pipper, but
Well,
like, hey,
that's
don't
true.
worry about
But
it.
you know what? And that's why I personally find it useful that once I'm done, I do not look at that currency again.
Oh, sorry. Whoops. I'll go back over here.
I don't want to know anymore. Because then you start doing the coulda, shoulda, woulda. Oh, maybe I should just get in for just a couple more. And if you do, that's the kiss of death.
Yeah.
I can assure you, kiss of death. And it really is.
Have you done that?
Done that.
Yeah, but I was going to say, I've been there and done that too.
I know from personal experience. Oh, look, it's still going. I can still get a couple more. No.
Yeah. I think if you've had if you had a boyfriend and they're no good, you chuck them away. Just don't go back. It's just not worth. Right. It's not worth it. It's going to end in tears.
Yep. That's exactly right.
This is so close to flipping, and
I know it's painful to watch.
Close.
It's like, come on already.
The issue for me is the stochastic going to run out of juice before this flips?
Well, we have about another 6 minutes to find out.
Yeah, and in the end, who cares? There's another trade.
Exactly. Just out of curiosity, Brian, what's what's UCAD doing on the 5?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, it's pushing up.
Oh, looky there.
Working there. It's on its way up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to go much further. It's just though it's been doing this. So even if we get into the buy, there may not be, look, if we go, because we're on 5 minutes, if I just measure from, say, there, from there to there, see, there's 4 or 5 pips in it. There may be 5 pips in it. It's already moved a certain distance. That's my only reservation at this point. These are apart, like, oh my gosh. See, though, even if you had got in like this candle, you see flap on, you got in there. If you disobeyed
the rules?
Yeah, there's only 2 pips in it. It's like, and you don't know what's going to happen. So you don't. I think for this particular strategy, because of the nature of the candles that we're using, following the rules is extremely important. Don't guess, don't pretend to assume or to be able to look into the future, because again, probably your crystal ball is out for the shop just like ours are. No, don't do that. Yeah, it's tempting. But I grant you it's tempting, but I know. And though, when you think about it, it really doesn't matter what strategy. The rules are the rules.
Exactly.
I mean, breaking them, you might get a win out of it, but that's like percentage-wise rare compared to following the rules.
It's really more a case of dumb luck than anything else.
Yeah. And someone said to me, the worst thing you can do is break the rules and actually get a positive trade out of it.
Yeah.
Because it teaches you to break rules when you shouldn't do it.
Yep.
So that's
exactly that. The worst thing that you can do is, don't follow the rules, don't know what you're doing, then succeed. Then you're done.
Yeah. These are too close.
We got 4 more minutes.
I'm going to do this though. Oh, that's all right. It hasn't gone that much further in. It's okay.
No, it's kind of stalled out again.
Yeah. And I think, well, it just depends on what the next candle does. We're only, 3 minutes away or whatever. This though is telling me there's some more juice in this, but don't go back.
I will say one thing, what I see also, what I'm looking at in the background here is that it has hit a support area.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
another thing to be aware of.
I agree. This sort of line through there.
Yeah. So again,
Okay,
do not
let's
go
go
back.
back.
Do not go back to
Euro
that well.
British, Euro British pound. Whoa, coming close there now. These are starting to get pushed out, but you're still no volume in there.
No.
Like, let's just even measure. Not that you would, but I'm just going like, hey, from here to there. Well, it's 9 pips, but still not worth in it because you can see what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down to 5, see what it's doing. Whoa. Did that little push. Let's see. Let's get this. There's going to be a reach. Look at that. Even that on the 5 minute. See how that's starting to come up now off the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
And that hasn't flattened, but it has.
It's starting to.
Yeah, it's less angle than what it is with the second pair.
Yep.
Okay, back to 15. And you got to remember, this was called on the hourly.
Yes, it was.
So that's saying,
It's still saying buy.
yeah, but it's a snake there. So there's
know.
going to be some selling it from the 5 minute. Okay, where are we? We're back to,
You can.
yeah. Hey, Anne, got
Okay.
5.
Another minute or so, eh, Brian?
Yeah, yeah. It's 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
See what the next candle does. Come on, punch it, flip it, punch it.
Come
We'll go
on,
for another.
SARS, you can do it.
Yeah. Wow. Patience on, 40 seconds.
Yeah,
Tick
waiting.
it a tick. Yeah, antique white. Yeah, it's this is a
So what do you guys think, Jeanette and Joe? Do you guys think we're going to see the SAR flip?
Sometime tonight.
Well, eventually, yes, but on this next candle?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see.
And
Oh,
no.
come on.
Oh, look at that.
Close. Well, it's only started. Let's see if it pushes that little bit.
Yeah.
And then we'll get a flip. Because if we do, this is, yeah, I don't know. We're probably, I don't know. What do we talk? A 5 pip? But see, yeah, you just need to see that flip, don't we? Come on.
We really
close.
do. This is one of those ones where it would have been super tempting to have gotten into it a few candles back.
Yeah.
But
no,
it is missing the third confirmation, the third rule in order to qualify. Based on our guidelines, this is one of the ones where maybe down the line when you've got some more experience behind you, maybe that's a call that you would want to make. But at this point in time, we are following those 3 rules, and it doesn't yet qualify. So yeah.
And also too, that's why it doesn't have a lot of real push angle there. I mean,
No,
the
candles are
stochastics
very
coming
small.
up. Yeah, but also these. You see how second currency pairs lifting
Yep.
the Canadian to the US. That's why
Yep.
it's not going to push hard. Let's see what's happening on the 5. Oh yeah. See, it still hasn't. It's come up above that and then sucked back a little bit. It has a bit further to go though, Anne.
I think so too, because you look at the distance between the SARs and the candles.
Yeah, but also too, you look at where that's punched up to.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon we'll have. Let me just do this. I'm not saying this will do it. I'm just. Here, let's play safe and just put it at the top of that one, right? Then we go back to the 15. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably 5 pips in it. If that flips the SAR, we've got, you know, look at this doing this.
Yeah.
Just
It's gonna be iffy.
Yeah, and the thing is, it may flip. That's fine, and push a bit, but it also too could then flip again and come back down. I mean,
Yeah.
because of this.
Yeah. I personally don't know that I would be super comfortable with this one.
No, not at the moment.
No. Well, not right now, obviously, but even if that SAR flips, I think it may be running out of steam anyway.
The euro pound. It's still doing a little lift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, red's just gone over the top of the blue there. Look at that.
Yeah. And look at your vortex.
Yeah, it's starting to come back together.
Yep.
And you got to, and you remember this one was for a sell.
Yes, it was.
And it got called 3 hours, nearly 4 hours ago. 3
Yeah,
hours.
a while ago now. Yeah.
3 3/4.
Yeah.
So. Now this, we're going to have to wait for that to come down, but the point is that they're quite close. The SARs are relatively close. It's only got to push down about 5 or so pips and we can have a flip. So this has a lot more potential, this one. And remember, it was called on the hour. So there's this little retrace, and then we'll see another drop. This is going to snake a bit. Come back to 15. Let's see. This fall off the cliff.
Could do. Yeah. Eventually.
And these are coming back together now.
Could we just look at the 1 hour on that one again, Brian?
Absolutely. Not a problem.
I'm just counting back candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. See, when it was actually called, there wasn't really anything much happening anyway.
No.
And there was nothing there to call, really. So we are still waiting for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but standard, you'll get a sell, retrace, and a sell.
Yeah.
I mean, these two candles here do not talk about a direction change. This is not a trend.
No, it's more of just a slight correction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. Just another one to watch. Do you guys, like Jeanette, Joe, do you have any pairs you want us to have a look at? Because these guys are obviously not, they're percolating. They're not ready yet. No, not so much? Okay.
Whoa, how close is that?
It's right there. Right there.
I think
it's like that. It's like that saying, a watched pot doesn't boil. Whatever it is.
Absolutely, Jeanette. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's still simmering though, Jeanette. There's a simmering, you know.
We're still waiting for the boil.
That is so close.
Yeah.
Okay. Back here. That has started to stall. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What's happening here? Oh
yeah, it's still going. It's still going.
Look at that. It's still got. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I think you got in about there somewhere. Yeah, so it's about 9 pips or something. It's great. You
probably had the 10.
No, it's great. You got the 5. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
And when we look at this and we see this and what's happening, in the future, we can make an assessment to maybe have 7, 8, 10 pips. You and I, we made an appropriate assessment for 5. We got it. And I love the saying, you can never go broke banking pips.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you know what? Also, given the way that it's been in terms of viable trades that we've been having at this time of day, I'm pretty excited that we got the one we did.
Yeah. Now we got 7 minutes till things. So I'm, yeah. Oh, I got to get this because if I get this phone call, I'll need to. I had my phone on silent, but I've just got to wait. When the call comes in, I'll have to grab it. So we'll see how we go. And you can give us the signs or whatever if you need to.
Well, it's up to you, Brian. I mean, we've got 7 minutes to go. We're not, I mean, you've got to be, we've got to wrap it up in a timely fashion tonight. So
yeah, only because I've got this other thing that's
Yeah.
right on the hour.
Yeah.
Sorry about it, Jeanette. It's just how things roll sometimes. Look, you got your 5 out of it. We got 5, or Anne did.
I did.
So let's look at the plan for this then, Jeanette. If you're able to be on your charts for this, you need to see if this flips and make an assessment if you feel there's any more in this as a buy, because that's how it was called, and that's 3.5 hours ago. Right? It was called back here. So this is actually the buy that's occurring. Now, whether these indicators tell you that there's more in it, as I said, these are not enormously wide apart, the blue and the red line. Yet if they come up here and they do snake a bit at the top, like for a period of time here, you see that came up there, but there was still a fair bit more that it went. Same thing could occur here. We just need a flip, then you would be able to get into it because we still have a flat bottom on it.
Yep.
It's just you need to assess if you've got
Wait, flip, Brian, there's a flip.
There we go. Right, now you're in.
There's the flip.
Now my thoughts would be there's 5 pips in there. That's just my thought on it, right?
3 to 5, yeah, 3 to 5.
Yeah. Okay, let's that one. And then we were here for the flip ad.
It granted us the flip.
Yeah. This one here, you got to remember that EG is actually on an hour time, and we're looking back down at the 15-minute. When this takes off going down, right, on the 15-minute, that's when we need to get into that. But there needs to be a flip. So when that starts to turn, this will actually force down quite quickly. You'll probably be 1 or 2 candles and it'll flip on you. That's when you need to get in.
Yeah.
So there's 3 pairs. UCAD, but I can't guarantee, but there's 3 to 5 pips in there. We've already got 3 pips out of the 5, sorry,
5 pips out of AUD USD.
Yeah. And my sense that there is certainly a considerable amount of pips that could come out of the Euro British pound because of this being so high up there. These are starting to come down together now. You can see that is just not doing much at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just totally run out of steam in the push. Yeah. And if we go down to the 5, you'll see it's already started that down. It hasn't flipped yet, but it's damn close.
This is one on the watch list for sure.
Yeah. And because it's called on the hourly, there will be more pips that will be available. Yeah?
Yep.
So there we are.
Right. You guys have any questions for tonight then? Jeanette, Joe?
Nope,
No, all good?
nope, we're good. I'm good.
Okay.
Did we learn anything out of tonight?
We need a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. See, that's why it's fun to do this together, because we can amuse each other while we're waiting.
Yeah, patience with a capital P, Jeanette, and that is.
We need to have that app that's on the phone. We know we can make faces at each other and stuff.
Lori, any
no.
questions from you? Lori's watching in the group. Oh, Robert's in the group too. Oh, we got a few people in here.
Let's go back and have a look. Oh, look at the push up there. Push up a bit on that one. We've got a minute and minute 37. Let's just wait for that. I want to see the next candle on this one. Would be nice. And I want to see Euro GBP as well. A minute 22. A little bit of antique white happening.
A little bit of antique white.
Yep.
I might have to watch this and while I'm on the phone. I'll be watching this, be cracking out a few biscuits, I think, just having a nibble.
We get a little less than a minute to go to see what the next one does.
Yeah. And then once we do, unfortunately, I'll need to leave.
We've got to wrap it up.
But let's build the excitement. That's all right. Actually, they talk about trading being less exciting. You know, it needs to be mundane. Mundane. Oh, there's some chat questions. Chat something there?
Yeah, I just was having a look at the comments and things. So.
Okay, cool. Come back.
Here goes your countdown. 10, 9, 8. Oops, it flipped.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! There we go.
Yeah, we got that as a push. That's okay. Let's go have a look and see what happened here. Euro GBP. Yeah, it's. Well, look at the turn here. Hasn't pushed yet. Oh, hang on. I just got to grab this and then I'll have to finish it off.
Lori, there's not really a place where the Zooms are collected.
Yeah,
it's just really a matter of doing a search through the group to find them, unfortunately. But that's actually a good point, and I will bring that up with Paul, that maybe we should put them in a particular spot, maybe in a units or something like that, to keep them all together in one place. Okay, Brian, should we?
Yeah, I'll stop the share. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just on hold waiting for, they got to join everybody else in. All right, then, no worries. Best I can let. We've got 5. Have a look and see. Report. If you get any more, Jeanette, on UCAD, then please drop it in after this live. I will. No worries. If anybody's watching this and they want to know about trade, get back to Anne or myself or whoever's introduced you. So I'll just stop the live streaming.
Yep.